Hey tribe, greetings from my conservatory. I thought it was better light out here, makes me look a little bit younger. Sorry I didn't do one of these last week. I was out the country with pretty limited comms, so I couldn't get one of these. And I know there's been a struggle, well, not a struggle, but a desire for more information. And the teams downrange have been putting stuff in the Grey Shirt Facebook channel and stuff. So look, I just want to bring you up to speed on where we're at with Mozambique in particular right now. You know, when we did a video or one before, you know, I just received that letter from the UN thanking me for the work that the teams were doing and what the UN thought of Team Rubicon, which, you know, just blew my head off with pride. And the work of Wave 1 and Wave 2 in Mozambique has completely transformed Team Rubicon's reputation in the humanitarian sector. Absolutely, completely changed it. We're now in open dialogue with OCHA. UN OCHA has just paid for us to send another strike team out for another week to continue our remote communities work. We've got Plan International asking us to send another strike team to work for them, which they'll pay for. You know, what's been highlighted by them is that we have a really niche capability, that we are doing something that no one else is doing that is absolutely necessary. And that capability is all of you. You know, it is the Grey Shirt human asset. It's the ability to do what other people aren't doing. You know, we've had the strike teams out there clearing airports, 27 kilometres of route clearance, nearly 200 tons of aid into remote communities. This is not just by helicopter, this is by boat, by foot, by tractor. This is locating communities that haven't been seen, wrecking them, assessing the needs, calling it forward, and then getting out. We've built FOBs that are going to serve over 60,000 families on an enduring basis. We've had people running the WASH cluster, which UNICEF says will have served just shy of 1 million people nationally. And, you know, it was Taryn that was in there initially coordinating it, and now Perry. The work of the Grey Shirts that have been down there has been absolutely phenomenal. And operationally, this has revolutionised what TR is. This is finally busted open. What we've always said we would do, we're now doing, and it's being seen and recognised at the very highest levels of the humanitarian sector. And I can't say thank you to all of the people that went down range and have done this. I can't thank them enough. It's been incredible. And I also can't thank the HQ team, the Mission Hub and their full-time executive enough for dealing with this tempo, because this is really, really frenetic at the moment. You know, we are working so hard to keep the op running. We're pushing hard on fundraising, and it's really difficult. And, you know, you might notice that you're not getting answers out of HQ very quickly at the moment. It's because everybody is flat out. And then I just wanted to quickly touch on social media. There's been a few points that we haven't been doing much on Facebook, or loads of things have been coming out from the team. It's not on Facebook and stuff. We don't just use content for social media, for Facebook, because it's not always the best way to use it. Actually, in press releases and things is more impactful. And Kirsty in the marketing moment is really focusing on getting us into big papers, onto the TV, onto the radio, because that's where we get the most amount of reach. That's where we're going to get the most amount of brand exposure, because actually our social media just doesn't have much reach at the minute. So we need to build that up. But what we could do with over the next few weeks, if there's one of you out there that is a bit social media savvy or a bit digital savvy, and you want to come and do a short-term contract with us for 4, 8, 12 weeks, you know, we can be pretty flexible. So if you're out there and you do want to come and get involved on our social media and our digital work on a short-term contract, I'd love to hear from you. So if you can drop me a line direct, I'm going to put a post out on Slack about it as well. It doesn't have to be full-time, but it can be. You know, this can be really flexible. But we're really strapped in HQ, and I would love to get another Grey Shirt in for a bit to be working on that lives and breathes this with us. It would be a great way of being involved in the op if you can't leave the country for whatever reason. So watch out for that later on today. Drop me a line if you're interested, and we'll see if we can work something up. So we've got Wave 2 is back now. Wave 3 is just going out. Thank you to all of you that did click the expression of interest and say you could go. As you can tell by the requirement going up and down, it's really dynamic. The UN is saying we need 1 strike team, then 2 strike teams. So thanks for your patience on that. Wave 3 is out the door right now. It looks like we might be sending a fourth wave to work with Plan International as well if the funding comes off from that. Mozambique is also unfortunately going to have to suffer another cyclone at the end of this week, likely further north from where our teams. So our teams are safe, but who knows what happens at the end of this week if there is another big disaster there and the UN spreads out there. In my mind, I'm spinning up like, how can we sustain this tempo? If the need is there and we can help, then we absolutely must. So just keep watching out for that. Stay involved. Thank you for everything you're doing. It's not just the people downrange. Obviously, I'll talk about them a lot in a minute because I'm immensely proud of everything they've done. And we should never underestimate just how hard they work in just in such difficult conditions. But thank you to all of you as well that are putting your notice or your expressions in and not quite getting it. This is a long game now, and just stay with it. Right, I'm going to put something out later on about the digital community fundraising, and I'll speak to you soon. Cheers, Trevor.